guys, what's up? Welcome to my weekly Facebook Live. I'm Jen Burson. I'm the founder of Generation PR and the creator of the Profitable PR Pros community. You may be watching this inside of that Facebook group. And we have Generation Academy, which is a whole massive suite of programs to help you level up your PR career, help you build a business where you're working with dream clients, making great money, doing work that is really fulfilling to you, sharing your gifts of storytelling and brand positioning, relationship building. All of that is what goes into a successful, I'm just adjusting my necklaces here, a successful PR career. And we have tons and tons and tons, like tons of resources to help you do just that. So if you have any questions about what we have that could help you, I'm talking free resources. Even within this group, there are so many things that can help you build a more successful, fulfilling, profitable. That's the key for me, at least, is trying to help you all be as profitable as possible. We're going to help you do that with all of our training, free and otherwise. So this is free training. I do them every single week here on Thursdays at 11 a.m. Pacific. I actually won't be here next week because we are taking our kids to family camp at UC Santa Barbara, which is where I went to undergrad. And we live in the dorms for a week, and we eat in the dining commons, and we all just party our butts off, and it's exhausting, but it's such a fun week, and my kids are so excited. It's like the number one thing that they're excited for this summer. So I will be out next week, but returning after that. So this will be it for a little while. So I'm glad that you're here. Let me know in the comments who is joining me today. I always have people that are just here every week, people from our programs that are really committed to professional development, and I just appreciate that they're here joining me. And I think the more you check into your career, the more you enjoy it. So you can only imagine how much I enjoy our field investing in all of these programs that we build for you guys. I just love it. So I represent, so who's here? Tell me. I see thumbs up, but who is it? I can't see you guys, but I see that there's people here. Anyway, so of course, Serena, you were like the one person I had in mind. You and Nelson and Sally and Jane and Natasha. There's so many people that are just so awesome in this group and show up all the time. And it makes me feel great because I'm not talking to myself, and I can actually be like, I'm talking to Serena. So I represent brands, and Nelson's here too, of course. Hi. In my business, Generation PR, we represent brands. So, and Jane, listen, see, do I know my people or do I know my people? So for anyone that doesn't know, I actually still run an agency, Generation. We're an award-winning agency. We represent beauty and cosmetics brands and baby and kids brands, and then anything else that sort of tickles our fancy. And I don't think I've ever said that before, but we are, it's an evolving, like all PR, it's evolving, and certain factors and levers are becoming more important to move the needle and convince our media partners to talk about our clients' products. But brands, personally, that's my sweet spot. So this one is pretty brand focused. And I was kind of wondering, Nelson, if you were going to show up because brands with physical products, I was wondering if that would appeal to you, but I'm so glad that you're here. And I know Serena and Jane do represent products in support of their brands. So if you're curious about how to promote their offerings and their products all year long, what are you focused on? How do you keep things fresh? How do you time things? We're going to talk about hero products and slow movers as kind of like a go-to strategy for you when things are a little slow, or there's not a launch, or there's something that you need to bring attention to for some reason to support your client. So hero products, you may hear this a lot. If you're in the beauty space, I know Jane's familiar with it. These are the best sellers. These are the products that the brand is typically known best for, the products that kind of take center stage for the business. So if your client could only sell one product, that's their hero product. That's what they're known for. Maybe that's the one that's consistently sold out. Maybe that's the one that they come out with different colors or fragrances or styles, but it's like their thing that helps kind of put them on the map, or that everybody knows them for. I'm trying to think of some examples, like Charlotte Tilbury Cosmetics. I'll ask Jane or Serena, what is the color or the name or the thing of the product that they have? Oh God, please don't fly in here. I had another hummingbird stuck in my office last week. And I don't know how long it was in here because I was out and I came back and it was up here. Oh my God. So that one just like hovered by the door and then flew out. And everybody says, why do you keep the doors open? Because it's freaking beautiful. And I'm on like a perch and I have a view of the entire valley where I live. And it's so wonderful. And like, I want my door open and an occasional hummingbird flies in. I now have a proven process to get the bird out safely. And it works every time. And you have to rescue, I don't know, 8 hummingbirds in order to figure that out. But anyway, so tell me in the comments, Serena, Jane, any other person on here who's familiar with Charlotte Tilbury or NARS, let's say, for example, what is the color name that they're known for? That's like their hero product. And also, why do I have like a bouffant? My mom hates when I do my hair like this. It's just so I look like Pebbles. Pebbles Flintstone. Okay, well, maybe I'm delayed here, but Charlotte Tilbury is Pillow Talk. That is like the perfect color, works on everyone. And Sonia, yes, I'm going to say that word. NARS, their color that works for everyone, is called Orgasm. And they've taken, each of these companies have taken the success, and Beverly's saying both massive here in the UK. They've taken the success of those products specifically, and Charlotte has, oh, you're wearing Laguna. Laguna's the bronzer. That's also very popular. It's like the sister to, I'm trying to think if I have it here. It's probably, I have it downstairs, but that is what they're known for. And NARS has expanded the Orgasm collection. Hi, Beverly. I hope you're feeling great. They've expanded it to include other products that capitalize on that works for everyone color. And then, of course, Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk did the same thing. And they have tons and tons of products now. And now it's like Pillow Talk in a range of colors in Pillow Talk. Anyway, it is their cult favorite, their, go-to hero products. And these are the ones that brands become known for. So maybe we think that they've already been featured in the media ad nauseum, right? But hero products are newsworthy. And there's another, I know, I was like, what are the gentlemen going to think? Jane, who is a beauty publicist and also a beauty trade publication owner, editor. She said the Orgasm eyeshadow collection they had for the holidays was beautiful. So people get connected to those colors, that product that looks so great on everyone, and NARS can capitalize on that. And obviously the name is something that gets people's attention, but it's been around forever. It's not like some new thing that they're trying to shock people, but the success of it has led to other products. And, these cult status products are newsworthy still. There's a couple different reasons how and why, but let's say, for example, something is sold out because it is a hot seller. Something being sold out is, hi Elaine, is newsworthy in and of itself, because that makes it cool and desirable. I mean, I'm kind of a victim of this, but I will be kind of interested in something and I'll start looking around and like, start poking and seeing, okay, well, this is kind of sold out here. Oh my gosh, it's sold out there. And then I'm like, I need it. I want it. Like once I find out that it is going to be hard to get, I feel like I have to have it. Does anybody else feel that way? So that's the kind of psychology behind these waiting list stories. It also shows these products are very popular. So a lot of people are like dying to get it if they can't have it because it's so popular. So those stories about products being sold out or products selling out in a matter of minutes or 24 hours, those stories are newsworthy because, and I'll tell you this other factor that I didn't even put in here, but it is so, I mean, it's all we're talking about right now. But those hero products are, if they're fast movers, the media wants to cover them because they know people are going to convert and they want that affiliate revenue. That's a huge, 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 if not, it is the biggest factor. So I would say 18 months ago, our biggest thing that would move the needle were product launches. And we were like, it's new, it's now, it's fab, it's fresh. You know, this is the newest, hottest, latest, greatest. But those products aren't proven to sell. They don't have a lot of reviews, and they're not as likely to convert as these cult products, tried and true, popular products with really great reviews. And that has become, I would say, the shift in the last year and a half. That's become almost more important, is that they're going to move, especially on big retail partners where there's a good affiliate program, Amazon. If there's reviews and people love it, it's more likely to sell through. And that affiliate revenue opportunity is the most enticing thing for editors to consider your product. So we love hero products because they're more likely to convert. I think that sold out is newsworthy when there's a restock, because if something's sold out, editors may say, well, I don't want to promote a sold out product because there's no revenue opportunity. Nobody can buy it. So talk about product that's sold out in a week is now back in stock with a X number person waiting list. You know, something like that is really newsworthy because the person reading it's going to say, well, man, I got to get that. So they're going to click through and transact. And that's very appealing to our media partners right now. Give me like a heart, thumbs up, something. So I know you know what I'm talking about. Anyone in my programs knows, but that you know what I'm talking about when I say that this affiliate piece is so important and why. Like the most recent stuff we've talked about by interviewing our media partners and really getting their take on it. Okay, so I see, yeah, anyone in my programs knows because it's been a real source of discussion the last few months. Let me know. If you need me to tell you more about that right now, I'm happy to. So let me know in the comments. Don't be shy. It's okay. It's something I will say, raise your hand if you want more, because it is something you absolutely must understand if you represent brands with products. Okay. So if you want more, just let me know. Hi, Daria. So, when should you promote these hero products? So if there's a time of year where, I love representing people, no affiliate concerns, but people have opinions, they have personalities. I mean, a lipstick, it's got nothing to say. It just is. So I don't want to deal with egos and, person that you're representing is like, my stuff's the greatest that ever was. And you're like, the media doesn't really think. So you have to break that news to people sometimes and say, well, and I know people are founders of products, but I think it's easier to just send off a product and they like it or they don't, or they put it in their closet and they pull it out if they need something. But I know you understand that too, Jane. But the affiliate piece is a huge factor. If not, I will say it is probably the number one factor these days. So if there's a time of year where there aren't other seasonal themes that would work for your clients, any holidays that would fit, or other product launches that are a campaign you're focused on right now, that's a great time to go back to those tried and true hero products, put it out there. It's a really powerful strategy for your clients because it builds consumer confidence. It is, you're able to show them this is a bestseller. People love it. They're really confident in purchasing it. And it has like a very high satisfaction rate. And then people start to trust that brand more. Some brands are built on the success of a single product and then that expansion. Like I mentioned with Charlotte Tilbury and NARS. Yes, Charlotte Tilbury is like a famous makeup artist and has a whole range of products, and they're all very beautiful. But that put the brand on the map. So that cult favorite bestseller will give people a high level of satisfaction and confidence, and they're going to be really confident and trust the brand that you're promoting because they love that product, or they'll get it and they know other people love it. So it's a great strategy to go back to those. So you just have to kind of come up with a fresh way to talk about it, a fresh way for people to use that hero product, or go to the benefits of some of their key ingredients, specifically if there's something seasonal about the ingredient, like pumpkin. I mean, I don't know, you want to like match the season. So fall pumpkin is an ingredient that helps, make your skin not red and irritated. I don't know, something. It's seasonal to talk about that ingredient, and that the pumpkin mask is the number one seller on your client's line. So focus on that, go back to those benefits that are useful, like moisturizing in the winter, or keeps you warm in the winter, helps dry skin when it's winter time. So you're focusing on ingredients, on the benefits or the features of the product that have maybe never been featured before, or that were featured somewhere and really hit the mark. And people were like, oh, that's cool. Like, for example, one of my clients back in the day, back in the day, we're not doing this one piece anymore for them for the moment, but we were representing a baby and kids brand that had products where the tagline is must-haves made better. And that made better piece meant that every single product that they released had some unique component about it that made it better than any other of that basic item on the market. So let's say they call it, I think, a stroller muff. We don't need them in California, but it keeps your hands warm while you're pushing the stroller, right? So you put your hands in this thing. So there's a million of these like stroller muffs on the market, but theirs has a little pocket that you can use your touchscreen phone, and it'll keep it dry in the rain and the snow. And you put your hands in this thing, and if you need to touch the phone and listen to music or answer a call or just check email or whatever, that was the made better piece of it, because you could actually use your phone while using this very common item. So we did an entire campaign focusing on some of their best sellers and the things that made them so remarkable, the things that were different, and you couldn't really find that anywhere else on those basic items with other, baby and kids brands. So we went back to those hero products, like their diaper bags and their changing pads, and we highlighted those benefits that had never really been highlighted specifically before, and really drove home that made better piece of their tagline. And that was like a specific campaign. Nelson's saying, when I did PR for Beltone in the winter, I sent out a press release titled "Tips to Keep Your Hearing Aids in Tip-Top Shape During the Winter." Yeah, I mean, it's a hero product. A lot of people have them, and winter was the season, and it's like what, maybe you highlight certain things that are a problem in the winter and how you can use those hearing aids, not my personal expertise, but to keep your hearing and your hearing aids in tip-top shape during the winter. So there's like some seasonal angle that you can, I would imagine, Nelson, you were mentioning it because it was a successful campaign for you. I'm imagining. So, hold on. I think it's a delivery. I don't know. Hold on. I think I can see who's here. Oh yeah, delivery. I think it's dog food. Okay. Okay, good. Nelson says yes, it was. So going back to those hero products that you know have a lot of confidence with consumers, a lot of success and satisfaction when people purchase them. They're known to the brand. Maybe they're expanding that collection, and that's sort of newsworthy in and of itself. But even if there's nothing else to talk about, those are going to be very appealing to editors because they know that the conversion is pretty high when people click through. They'll see those positive reviews. People love these products. So they'll click on it. The price point's great. The reviews are amazing. So they will feature it because people are likely to put it in their cart. So we had a call yesterday. It was kind of interesting because it was an international call. We had people in Taipei and somebody in Brazil, and it's cool. I like connecting with these clients. And we met the CEO yesterday. We've done a really good job for them, but we had amazing success during Prime Day. Like I can say that because my team crushed it. I mean, like top tier publications, like crazy, promoting their Lightning deal. And so they were really happy about that. But the Lightning deal was promoting their foundational baby monitor bundle, right? Like it was the core product in their collection that people love and the reviews are amazing. That's what people were writing about. And we had been pitching their new product launch and kind of hearing crickets. And so we kind of did a postmortem and said, what happened? You know, why did we get so much success on this other thing? Well, because Amazon has hundreds of 4 or 5 star reviews for this product and nothing for this new product. So it was all about the decision from readers to become consumers. Are they going to click through and buy it? And the likelihood of the new product is lower. So until they're able to amass some positive reviews, it's really hard to get coverage. You may be finding that with your launches. And I'll tell you a way I think you can combat that we're going to be testing out more strategically. Let me know if you're experiencing that. If you're kind of having maybe more success promoting your clients' products that have been around a while and have a lot of reviews that are really positive, versus we used to just get a lot of media attention for a launch. Launches were like the best. You know, now we have something newsworthy, timely to tell the media, but it's not like that anymore. Let me know if you're experiencing that. And the way that we're going to suggest combating that or playing within the rules here is working with an affiliate platform directly on the brand's website and offering a super high commission for a limited period of time. So you may see brands everywhere when they're launching. I've gotten some behind the scenes intel that they're offering up to 25% during that launch month. And it becomes really appealing for editors to cover that directly through their site. And our client said, you know what, if we do that, we are actually not even losing any money. It's the difference between us paying the publication directly versus us paying Amazon. Like Amazon's getting 15 to 20% of what they're selling. So he said it's actually better for us because we're, you know, getting that media coverage and we're not really losing that much. It's like it shifts to a marketing spend, that affiliate commission, and you can offer it in a limit. You can change the commission. So you can change it to, you know, 8%, 5% after the launch. And you can say directly through our website. And if it's a pricey product, like my clients' products are $300-400, those are going to move the needle because they don't have to sell a ton to generate significant revenue. Okay, does that make sense to you guys? as a strategy. Have you ever done it that way? We have not, but we are going to implement that for our next launch and see what happens, because I think that's the way, James, I think that's the way to combat this problem when a product is new and it doesn't have a lot of reviews, and editors are less likely to cover it because that buying decision isn't so clear for the customer. They want to feature something that will earn the publication revenue. So that's why we love hero products. You can always go back to them because editors love talking about them. The sale is more likely. The confidence in that consumer to make that buying decision is more likely. Those reviews really do help move the needle. And if you have a launch with no reviews, set up ShareASale or some other platform on your client's website and offer a really high commission, 25%, whatever's the highest they can afford in that launch period. And any lost profits could be kind of shifted into the marketing spend category. You know, that's how they need to be thinking about this. So we like that. And those are hero products. Those are the ones that your brand is known for. But then there's also these slow movers. I'm laughing because we had a call with a client last year, and they were like, you know, they had kind of a generic form of minoxidil Rogaine for hair loss and hair regrowth. So it was right before Father's Day, and they were like, you know, we really need to move this, hair regrowth serum that was essentially minoxidil out of our warehouse. Can you help promote it for Father's Day? And I was like, I will not, because I do not think my husband would appreciate me buying him a bottle of Rogaine for Father's Day and being like, you're bald, like, happy Father's Day. It's not exactly a gift. So the lesson there is don't be afraid to push back on your clients if they're trying to make you jeopardize your relationships with a really bad pitch angle. Not a good one. But there are other slow movers that you can position for your clients and kind of help blow them up, get some attention for these things if they're a good fit. And there's just something about it, like, you don't know why they're not being featured, but you can position it as like under the radar favorite or best kept secret, something like that will really make it enticing and give them a new reason to talk about it. So one of the things that we did to help the media talk about a product that was really popular a couple years back and hadn't really been selling that well since the launch. I've mentioned this before, but it's because it just really converted so well that it's worth mentioning here. But we had a client with a hair mask in like a little, almost a container like that, right? Like a little tub. So it was thick. This isn't a client of mine too, and we came up with the idea to just take a little bit, put it on a plate, microwave it for like 30 seconds, put it in your hair, wrap your hair in a shower cap or saran wrap or whatever. And now it's like a heat, deep penetrating hair mask. And that product had been launched 2.5 years before, but now with a new way to use it, we were able to get a ton of media coverage for that simple tip. So if there's a way that you can, it's like we're seeing this on TikTok quite a bit. People using products for something that it's not entirely intended for, but it's working and it kind of goes viral, or a product that works so well that people just can't believe the instant results. That was that under eye serum. That video came out a year ago. I can't remember, Jane, who was it? That it was like Dr. I can't remember which doctor it was, but no more bags or something, or excess baggage, something like that. And it like in real time would tighten the under eye bags. And people were like, that video's doctored. And then it went around like, no, it's not doctored. It didn't do that permanently, and it kind of made your eyes look a little weird, but it definitely did like, make your wrinkles and bags go away. That went kind of viral. That product had been around, but now someone was showing it in a new way. There's also like, it's all cosmetics for me because that's what I kind of pay attention to. But think about it for your industry. There's Clinique. They've had this like honey, it looks black. It's called black honey, but it looks good on everyone. And it's been around forever. It's been a hero product forever. But Clinique is kind of seen as like a little bit not cool anymore, a little kind of old. And, you were excited to get the free gift in college. It's not that, exciting anymore. But the black honey went viral on TikTok, and that brand is popular again. It just takes that one thing. So these are maybe ways that you're showing something as like a best kept secret, or it's under the radar. It's like a favorite product of people in the know, and you can kind of highlight these slow movers and help your brand get some attention for them and get them like out the door. So if there's like a glut of inventory on a certain product and they're like, we need to clear out the warehouse on this, come up with a way to talk about that will make it enticing, and it will be timely, relevant, and the best kept secret, or people in the know love this product. So that's kind of slow movers. And I was laughing because of the Rogaine thing. I'm just like, I'm not going to promote that for Father's Day. And then if you want to make pitching throughout the year so much easier and almost like systematized, that's our goal, is to help everybody create processes in their business and get their team onto that plan so that they can have a really seamless workflow and always have something to talk about, and always be able to tell the client what it is you're working on now, what you're working on for long leads, and what you're working on for short leads, and then what's on the horizon, without even having to think about it. So if you are wondering how to do that, it's like having a list of big picture holidays, small holidays, celebrity birthdays, not just for right now, but also planning ahead. And it's there for you at your fingertips with pitch ideas and calendars and all of that. That's what we put together in the Pitch Lab. So that's exactly what you get on top of master classes and other training, but it's to make you seamlessly strategize your pitching. If you're feeling in a rut, we're going to get you out of that rut and make it feel more creative and fun and exciting. It's almost like fitting the puzzle together. So you get kind of the framework of the puzzle, and that's the holidays and the seasons and the long lead and short lead timelines. And then you plug your clients' product and launches into that strategic promotional calendar or pitch calendar, so that you have even dozens and dozens, probably almost 100 publications for long and short lead and what they're focused on for that month. So that you're not, like, oh my God, I wish I knew that August was the denim issue, or that they were going to be covering green, health products in January. Like, I wish I knew that ahead of time. That's what we're trying to pull for you. So we've culled hundreds of calendars from publications. They're usually put out for advertisers, but it's the best way to get insight into what they're working on and when. And instead of you asking every publication for their media kit, their kit to show what the timelines are for advertising, we've done that. We pull that info and make it super accessible to you, and that's in the Pitch Lab execution plans. So that's just one of the other things that you can get, is just on top of these timelines and seasonal trends and fitting all of these hero products into the right pitch angle at the right time. And the other thing that's really cool, I love seeing this, is that we have members strategizing with each other, reviewing each other's pitches, getting fresh eyes on it. If you have a pitch that's not converting and you don't know why, get those eyes on it. Get the community to weigh in and give you ideas. Get on our coaching call, and you'll get so much. It's like a mastermind. It's not just some, me coming on and being like, this is how you do everything. Our community is incredible, and the collective experience of this group is like no other. We just had an Agency Accelerator coaching call on Wednesday, and it was fantastic. And it all comes from great questions being asked and fantastic answers coming from the varied experience of the community. And we have also that coming in the pitch lab. So there's tons of tips and resources. It's really, really good. So I just wanted to mention that. And then there's like this free resource. I'll just drop a link here if you don't already have it. But that's how you position these hero products when there's nothing really else to talk about. And the slow movers, if you want to kind of be the hero and clear out that warehouse, come up with some way that the media can be thinking about that product that's really good. It doesn't mean it's a bad product. It just means nobody's really knows about it. Best kept secret. So get that out there, that this is the best kept secret, or get it to somebody that will talk about it and leverage that content and get more visibility for it, and, you know, help your clients. Like, that's the way. There's other ways we help move slow movers. We've gotten on like deals and steals through Good Morning America, or done audience giveaways with those products, because sometimes it's really expensive to do those TV show audience giveaways. But the challenge there is that I always recommend to clients, when they're going to have any sort of televised anything, especially promoting a product as the only thing that they're going to be able to talk about when it comes to that brand, you want to put your best foot forward. You don't want to put your slow movers or less popular products, because now you're getting that attention. If your goal is to clear out the warehouse, fine. But if you want to capitalize on that major media attention and the TV reach that you're getting on these shows, you want to put out something that is going to make people want to buy from the brand, and not something that people are like, whatever, fine, it's free or it's on sale, but it's not really positioning your client's company in the best light. So we had a client that was like, just get it on a show. We don't care, move out, clear out the warehouse. And we also got them on Ellen, and the colors they picked were like not merchandised well. They didn't look good, but they were not selling well, and they needed to clear them out. And I was like, this is Ellen. You've got to put the best, Retail Me Not always needs beauty giveaways. Awesome, Jane. Janae Luciani. My client insisted, like, we have to put these 3 colors that don't look good together because they're the ones not selling. And I was like, I got Ellen, and they were like, do you have any other colors? And we're like, that's it. That's what you're getting. Not ideal, but we still got them on. It was an amazing segment. The keywords as seen on Ellen were searched for years. Like, the SEO value of that was amazing. So, but I would recommend not using a huge TV opportunity to put out your slow movers. But that's another way to, do closeouts or giveaways, things like that. But then you're getting visibility on products that are not as popular or don't position the company in the best light. See if you can kind of approach that strategy with the best kept secret, insider info, to, only the insiders know about this product and you can get your hands on it. Oh, sorry, I noticed my mic is really far away. Is the audio okay? Tell me. I can move the mic closer, but it's going to be loud. So anyway, that's what I have for you guys today. But I also, just to briefly mention other ways to keep your pitches fresh, you can always share the founder story. We've gotten into that on lives before, and we have tons. Okay, good. Thanks, guys. They said audio is fine. We have tons of training on that, especially in the pitch lab. The other thing that's really, so we have seasons and trends. Obviously, we're gonna fit all of that into that big master calendar that we share with you in the pitch lab. But it's, focusing on back to school, Valentine's Day, Christmas, Halloween. These things are always the same every year. You can also tailor pitches for more unique holidays like National Donut Day or International Women's Day, which is my birthday, March 8th. Hello. National Lipstick Day. All of those things are going to be on the calendar every year. So obviously focus back on those because media is going to be talking about them. The other one that is going to be more and more prevalent and important are data-driven stories. So I think it's worth mentioning this. there's your own data. Let's say your client has surveys or case studies or things packed with data. That's really powerful. This research and statistics, it's a really good way to land press, especially if you package it well and build a story out of that data. But that research has to be ironclad. I mean, we're talking independent, peer-reviewed, quality-controlled research. So that's very important. But if your client is able to make that investment and do that, that is a huge angle that is going to be a great opportunity to supplement the work that you're doing, and your client is also like a great subject to be interviewed to support that. So we love that, because usually they'll talk about the data and the findings of the company and then interview the founder. It's a big investment, but it is a very powerful strategy that only your client can do, because they have created this study on their own and found these results. But they can also tap into other stories that come out around research surveys, things that have come out in the media, and kind of tap onto that trend. The other data-driven piece that is extremely important, I'm going to go back to affiliate, is search volume. So editors are looking for high search volume terms, like words, keywords, that or questions that have a low results returned on that search. Okay, so that makes sense, hopefully. Data-driven searches, keyword searches that have high volume, let's say 50 to 100,000 searches a month on best vegan coffee creamer. Okay, but the results are scant. There's not a lot of results. That's a huge opportunity. And if you find that, you can specifically pitch that to one of your favorite writers. Don't pitch it to all of them. If they pass, go to the next one. But that piece, showing them people are looking for this and there's really no solution out there. My client's product is a solution for that. And if you write it up, there's a big opportunity to convert that search and have your story be the top of the search. These are people looking for a solution to their problem. And the results on Google are not giving them a lot of options. So there's a huge gap. That's another piece. That is what our media partners, our friends in the media, are looking for on their own. They're searching data. They want to give you infotainment. They want their stories to still be authentic. They don't want to just product and not actually love the products and not have it be positioned as like a feature or story. They still want to do that. They want to keep the trust of the audience. But they also would love to capitalize on a high search volume and a low results returned and fill that gap with a story that will direct them to a product that they love, they believe in, great price point, great reviews. Boom, you're off to the races. They're going to generate a ton of revenue. We did this. We got in Daily Beast on a beauty feature for my client's LED face mask. This is a $400 device. And they have rerun that story 4 times now with different headlines. And each time the headline has gotten more authoritative and definitive, like LED face masks and what they can do for you. And the next one was like, this is the best LED face mask for use at home. And then it was like, this will change your beauty routine forever. It is the must. It got more and more like, you need to get this, because it was converting so well based on certain search terms. So they're looking for that. And if you find that and your client's product fills that gap, pitch it out specifically and tell them there's a high search volume. Use Google AdWords and see what people are looking for. And if they're not returning a lot of results on that, that's a big opportunity for you to pitch the media and for them to run something that will generate revenue. Insider pro tip. So it's a new data strategy that it's not new, but it's more prevalent and important. So I will mention that one. And then obviously seasonal trends, whatever's trending, news jacking, like all of that is here. We've talked about that a lot. And then I mentioned the pitch lab. So we're talking about all this. We've had a lot of training in the pitch lab around affiliate marketing. We've had a member of the media come in and explain from their perspective what they're looking for and what the reason is behind it. And that was incredibly helpful. And we just got you. We want to give you the latest, greatest training and resources. I am extremely proud of the Pitch Lab. I think it is something that, I mean, it was so needed when I started and had to figure all this stuff out on my own. But the goal here is to save you time, to empower you and your team, to keep your creativity high and let you focus on just doing what you do best and not wasting the time to pull editorial calendars from publications. Like, we have that for you. Every month you get an execution plan that's like 50 or so pages, and it's set up the same way every month, so you know what to focus on long lead, short lead, what publications are focusing on that month or the upcoming months. We give you pitch angles that are timely and relevant, birthdays, holidays, like it's awesome. So, and then training on how to do PR, and then master classes and a coaching call. Oh my God, I think we're undercharging, if you ask me. But we're not raising the price just because we just want to keep it affordable and make it a no-brainer for you. So just like you have a database or other things you're paying for in your business, this is something that helps you do your job better, faster, more effectively. And it's like something that becomes essential in your business for you and your team. So I will stay on for a minute. That's what I have for you guys today. Anybody have anything good to share with me? Anything? I'll stay on for a minute. Tell me something good. I'm trying to think if I have any follow-up stuff to ask any of you guys. What do we got? Yeah, Nelson says, I hear an airplane going over your house. You know, I don't even hear it anymore, but I can see the airplane. It's right there, but straight out, there's the Burbank airport, which anyone who knows LA knows that LAX is awful, but Burbank is like the easiest in and out, greatest airport. It's 8 miles straight that way. And about 2.5 years ago, they changed the flight patterns and they moved them over the valley where I live. And so now, oh, yay, Elaine, 2 new clients. Now the flight pattern of these planes taking off go right over my house. And it goes over my parents' house too. They live about 7 miles that way. It drives them nuts. I tune it out. I honestly don't even hear it anymore because what can you do? But all throughout the neighborhood, there's like signs about, like, change the flight patterns and, this is unacceptable. I don't have time for that. So I just chose to tune it out. So Elaine, tell me about your 2 new clients if you can. What niche are they in? But I'm so proud of you. That's fantastic. And I hope Elaine is in the Pitch Lab. Agency Accelerator. And so is Sally. And so I hope that you guys, and so is Serena. Nelson was in the Pitch Lab. I hope you guys bumped up that rate. You guys know I always say jack up that rate. Especially, you 3 or 4 of you. Nelson has no problem charging what he's worth, but between Serena, Elaine, and Sally, like the experience that you have, World Elf Org, prop kit for days 1, 2, 4. Oh, cute! That's cute. Okay, that's 1. And Sally said, I just got an image of 1,000 bilingual Oscar the Mouse, and I'm so excited. Congratulations. Thanks to all this training, I've gotten so strong about not giving away information when talking with prospects. Serena's been quoting much higher. Yay! That makes me so happy. And then a home campfire company with a fun s'mores kit for holiday. Well, Elaine is the queen of holiday food gift pitching. And her case study of pitching Seven Sisters scones and landing on the Today Show and in Better Home and Gardens, yes, and multiple publications. That is inside our winning pitch vault, inside the pitch lab. So we have pros like these seasoned, incredible, sharing their pitches in the winning pitch vault, and we have it for different niches. That's another freebie I forgot to mention. Good housekeeping. Yes. Oh, I said BH&G. I knew it was a 2-word thing, and then I was like, House Beautiful? No, Good Housekeeping. Duh. And Today Show, and it sold out, and it was like a huge success. Nelson said, someone referred me a new potential client in the restaurant franchise industry. I'm now building a new version of my deck to show off all my previous PR hits in that industry. And that's what we do too. Nelson, we have our capabilities deck, and we will spend the time to position it front to back in one niche with our results, our case studies, our press clips. And then if a client from either of our niches asks us for a proposal, we send them that capabilities deck, and it's already pretty much done. I will say, and Serena's been quoting her rate much higher. That's so fantastic. I'm talking to someone, I do one-on-one coaching with somebody who is, her agency is gangbusters. It's insane how much her agency is making, multiple 7 figures. And she is pitching out new business now, and her niche has gotten very, very competitive. And they are, I know, so Nelson, you're not going to like this, but she is, first of all, she's answering RFPs, where I will say, unless you have no to RFPs, they're a waste of time, especially if you don't know anyone in the company, or you don't have anyone that's going to be championing your agency in the company. She's been losing them, and she's like the best. She has all of the best people in her niche, like hands down. And the last few requests for proposals, RFPs, which I hate, that is when an agency or a company puts out a request for you as a PR firm to submit a proposal to them. I'm sure Nelson is furiously typing about, don't do it. RFPs they take a lot of time from you and your team. They're probably asking, yes, I don't do RFPs either. And the reason that we don't do them is because they're talking to a bunch of agencies. They're putting out a call for information, and usually they're asking for strategy, insight into how you do your strategy. Now they have all of these ideas from like 10 firms, and who's to say you're going to actually win that work? You've spent all that time. They're driving the process rather than you putting your best foot forward in the way that you want to. And unless you know someone at the company who's like, listen, we want to work with your agency, but we have to go through the process, and that's somebody you know or you've worked with before and you trust them, you're not going to win the work. But lately, and you're going to really hate this, Nelson, the response she's gotten is that her proposals are not as tailored or detailed as some of the other ones, and she's not winning the work. And some of the work has been like perfectly aligned for her and her business. So we did a one-on-one session to position it better without giving away too much. Yeah, I know. Nelson's like, let's go outside and rumble. Them's be fighting words. Like, you cannot, it's a waste of your time. Seriously. I know new agencies or people are like, well, but like, we're going to do it, and it'll be great. And we can't be in it if we don't try. The chances of actually, I don't know that I've ever won an RFP. And even when we're like perfectly aligned, it's like they don't know what they're looking for. So they just throw out like, bleh, and say, what do tell me what I need to know. What are you going to do? What will you do for me? We want to be this. How will you? And then they'll say, well, we have this budget. How will you allocate it? And you're like, that isn't even enough to cover my retainer. And you want me to allocate this for influencer spend and, launch campaigns with events, and like, seriously? So now you're scrambling to win this work that isn't even great. it's just a waste of your time, and they take a lot of time out of your regular. If you're going to use 10 hours to respond to an RFP, 5 to 10 hours, please take that time to do cold outreach or first of all, tap your network. That's your best source of leads. And then do cold outreach. It's not beneath you. It's not beneath anyone. We actually talk a lot about doing it inside the agency accelerator, but referrals are the number one best way to get new business. Absolutely. Nelson says referrals are much better. So, but the key here is that it's been very interesting that the RFP responses she's gotten back, the feedback has been not specific enough. And I'm like, but you can't give them your strategy. So we found a way to frame it better, because she's like, I really just want to win one of these. And I said, okay, let's talk. And we worked on it and got some insight and pulled actually a lot from the execution plans inside the pitch lab. More generic stuff, not like full on strategy. Nelson, don't like blow a gasket. But, and now she's in the running. So we'll see. I think that the call went really well, and I can't remember what the feedback was, but it's really about showing them on their questions in that order and giving them what you want them to know without giving them your strategy. And it allows them to do like apples for apples when you position it exactly the way they're asking for the information to be shared with them. So if they ask a question and you're like, I wouldn't normally answer this or talk about this, answer the question, but find a way to bring it back. I already did blow a gasket. Find a way to bring it back to the information you want them to consider about you. But you do have to answer the question so they know what they're looking for, so they see what they're looking for and then see you giving your best, not strategy, but results and case studies and feedback and industry expertise and all of the things that it's showing your capabilities, but you're positioning it to answer their questions in the RFP. But to avoid that altogether, just don't do them. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time. So just my opinion and Nelson's. So anybody have anything else for me before I take like a week off and don't see you guys until August 18th? Anyway, I really appreciate all of you being here. You guys are the best. Thank you for not letting me talk to myself like a crazy cat lady, although I'm not a cat lady anymore because my kitty, I had to put him down, which you guys know. So now I have a dog and we're looking for a cat. I actually emailed Howard Stern's wife today, but they're in like Southampton. Hi, Angela. Touch on calls with potential clients. Oh my God, you need the agency accelerator. It's all in there. There's so much in there, Angela. So we have a 4-pillar framework inside that program. That's strategy, sales, service, and scale. You are working on your strategy, positioning your agency as the best fit, who you serve, how you serve them. That's your niche. Pursuing the right clients, so before you even get on calls with potential clients, you're on that path with the right fit for you and your agency. And then we have, on the sales pillar, we have how you approach the sales calls. There's a whole training on red flags. There's a training on what questions to ask. There's a training on, so much. It's so good. And sales is like my number one thing that I think I'm best at. I'm not doing a great job right now, but it is focusing on answering, getting the information from them and answering their questions, and then having a proposal that you return, more like a capabilities deck, but it directly addresses their specific needs because they have told you what they're looking for and you're just giving it back to them. And there's a whole strategy that we share about approaching calls with potential clients. And like I said, the red flags training alone You're welcome, Beverly. It's so nice to see you on here. And then the information on cold calling, it's inside the Agency Accelerator, Elaine. I can look for it. You can search. You can search. It's going to be, oh God, what is that? Water on me. It's going to be in the second like pillar. So one of the fourth, fifth, or sixth modules, probably like the fourth, and I can find it for you, and link it to you directly. Just give me a minute when I log off, so I'll send it to you. But it's in there. And Angela, like, if you're curious about that, there is so much on the sales process, the strategy behind it. I mean, it's not just getting on the phone. It's like, what are you trying to accomplish? What's your mindset, and what do you ask? What are you trying to get from the client? You're just as much, deciding if they're a good fit as they're deciding if you're a good fit. Not everybody gets to work with you, and you can tell immediately. I mean, I hope so, but the red flags, you could be like, oh my God, run the other way. Or like, I have a referral for you. We're not the best fit, or we're not accepting new clients. You're just like, this is a nightmare. And you can always tell nightmare clients. We tend to ignore it in that beginning because we want the work, but the signs are always there. Always. When is the Agency Accelerator opening again? Soon, I think. If you're curious, you can reach out to my team. Miranda. I'm typing her. It's a long email address. Miranda. It's opening again, I think, I don't know, October, September, but we have people joining us now. Like, we just had a couple of people over the weekend that jumped in. There's no, there's a couple benefits to waiting, but not really. Like, let Miranda tell you. Yeah, but it's great. It's really, really great. And, yeah, so that's what I have for you guys. Anybody have any other questions? We're also launching, sort of under the radar, but at the end of this month, we're launching a high performance coaching program that's sort of the next level. And that is going to be called, what are we calling it? Oh my God, I came up with a name yesterday. Hold on. Let me tell you. What are we calling this? Oh my God. Elevate. Sorry, that was really embarrassing. They just came up with it. I was like, Accelerate, but after Agency Accelerator, it's Elevate, and I'm a certified high performance coach, and it's going to be a 12-week group, small, intimate group coaching program. There's an application if you're interested. It is like taking every aspect of your life to the next level. What's important to you, is not the same as what's important to me, but it could be your relationships, your finances, your physiology, your psychology, spirituality, whatever that looks like for you, your business, love life, romance, whatever. We focus on week by week approach that builds on itself to help you become a high performer. And it's going to be fantastic. And this is the beta group. Because I just went through the certification and I'm doing private training now with a small group, and it's awesome and I'm so excited. But the beta group's going to be 50% off of our regular, container price because it's new and we're, ironing out the kinks, but it's going to be fantastic. And if you're interested, also reach out to Miranda support at Generation Academy and we can get you the application. 12 weeks. Proven high performance framework with your pal Jen, but really it's about the collective goal of the group and shared values and us all moving forward together. It's going to be so awesome. So anyway, let us know if you have any questions about anything we have to offer you. We have a lot. And reach out to Miranda. We'll guide you to the right thing, free or, paid or whatever. We have so much stuff, no matter your budget. So, all right, guys. And Elaine, I will look for the cold pitching. Let me just open platform here, and then that'll remind me to get it to you. And I will see you guys soon. Have a wonderful next 2 weeks. Please don't be a stranger. Come say hi on Instagram or whatever. I know. Yes. Aw. So sweet. Okay. I will talk to you guys really soon. Be well and have a great rest of your week. Bye.